Hello, everyone. Good evening. Excuse us for the delay. We're going to get this meeting started. Any changes to the agenda, Mr. City Manager?
Yes, Mayor. The only changes is we're moving the closed session up after special presentation.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Garcia.
Here.
Councilmember Lutz. Mayor Camacho.
Here. And we do have excused absences for Dr. Monica Sanchez and Councilmember Lara. They're called in. Thank you. Moving on to our invocation by Councilmember Garcia, led by a flag salute. So please rise.
Lord, we are meeting today to conduct matters of business. Guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And for our flag salute, please stay standing for our flag salute today. We have the honor of getting joined today by our third grader from Montebello Gardens, Iker Marquez, to join us in the flag salute. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council, and members of the community. My name is Iker Marquez. I am a third grade student at Montebello Gardens Elementary. It's my honor to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Please face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, and join as we'll begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please sit down. Thank you.
Good job, Iker. Can you join us up front to recognize you with a certificate from the City Council, please?
Iker, good job. Got this suit. He was ready
Presentation
today.
and everything.
I would say my kids really give you to.
Fantastic job. Thank you for representing. Thank
And then they get into
you. Right in the middle. Good
Well,
job,
in the middle, we'll
Iker.
take a picture, okay?
With the
There you go. Yeah, we need who to get you.
They're gonna put this in.
Oh, you're as tall as me. Guys, they're good?
becomes normal.
Yeah, exactly. You're normal. Okay.
Okay, now one with just the family.
You've been attracts.
All right, let's give it up for Iker.
Yeah. And the fork on this.
I do, but I know him. He's a coach.
Okay, we're going to, just want to recognize our commissioners in attendance. We have Tommy Elizaldes, the Planning Commissioner. Thank you for being here. And Paul Camacho, Veterans Commissioner as well. Thank you both for being here and for all you do for our city. As mentioned earlier, we are going to do closed session before regular meeting, so we're going to be headed to closed session right now. We should be done quick, so be patient with us, and we'll be right back, okay? City Attorney, can you lead us to a closed session?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. We have two items for closed session. both under conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, items listed as A and B on the agenda.
Thank you.
Appropriate recess.
All right, we'll be right back. I've never had such a warm welcome.
Fan. It was hot in here a little bit. Sorry.
And then you read it.
And then I'll follow.
I mean, yeah, I didn't pay attention. Here, and that's what we said. And it goes in and it comes out. We got the, it's not like that big? It's not stationary. No, it's like that big. It's in it. It stays there. I'll get there too.
All right, thank you everyone for your patience. We just had to do the closed session beforehand on the matter, two important matters to you all. One in particular, I want to just say, have a statement that I got to read on behalf of one of the items that we discussed today as it relates to what we've all been experiencing with Epic Motel or Hotel. The city of Pico Rivera has taken decisive action. A formal cease and desist order was issued to Epic Hotel last week, and the deadline expired on April 3rd. Compliance has not been achieved. As a result, the city filed a complaint last week and will be seeking a temporary restraining order through the court this week to stop any further unlawful operations on the property. This matter has moved beyond seeking voluntary compliance. The city's code enforcement officers continue to document conditions and issue citations for ongoing violations. At the same time, the city is actively monitoring the site daily in coordination with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and our private security Southwest Patrol. We've also been in communication with our state and regional partners who are aware of the situation and supportive of the city's actions. Specifically, I have spoken to State Senator Bob Archuleta, Assemblymember Lisa Calderon, and Supervisor Janice Hahn, and numerous times they are engaged directly and with their staff. And we will provide more factual details for our residents as they become available. We understand the concern and frustration of our residents, and we share the concern and frustration that you all have. We're acting deliberately, lawfully, and without delay. Tonight's discussion, as it took place in closed session just now, and we had to do it because it's pending litigation. So for the sake of the city's position and protecting, we are moving forward effectively in that manner. What I want our residents to know is this: we are engaged, we are taking action, and we will continue to do everything necessary to protect the safety and quality of life for our community. As your mayor and I and the entire city council are fully committed to protecting the interests and safety of our residents of Pico Rivera. I thank you, each and all of you, for being involved and engaged in this matter, something that just came about. We were unaware of it, and we're doing everything we can. The minute we found out, we have not. This has been priority number one, and we're moving aggressively. So with that, I'm going to present it over to our city attorney to lead us back into open session for closed session. But this is on behalf of the city, on behalf of the city council statement, so thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. In closed session, we discussed two items, a conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, the Group 13 litigation matter. City Council received a briefing on that item. There was no action taken, nothing to be reported at this time. Regarding the other litigation, as the Mayor has mentioned, this is regarding the Epic Hotel and the circumstances that are involved in that site. Our office filed a lawsuit last week. We are finalizing the necessary evidence to move forward against the Epic Hotel and the operators and the owner for seeking a temporary restraining order for the nuisance that they are creating in the community. The council has provided direction to the city attorney's office to be aggressive and to follow all necessary and required steps established by law. But again, we will be filing our necessary motion in court, should be this week. With that, that's my report from closed session.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Attorney. Okay, with that, I'm going to move us on to our next part of the agenda. We have a special presentation today before our public comments, and our special presentation is for Arbor Day and Earth Day, April 22nd, 2022. The City of Pico Rivera is proud to recognize Earth Day and Arbor Day, two important observances that highlight our shared responsibility to care for our environment and invest in a more sustainable future. Earth Day, celebrated each year on April 22nd, brings communities together to raise awareness about environmental protection and encourages everyday actions that reduce waste and conserve resources. Arbor Day focuses on the importance of trees and urban forestry, remind us of the vital role trees play in improving air quality, conserving energy, and enhancing the beauty of our neighborhoods. In recognition of Earth Day, the city will host a community event on Saturday, April 18th. The event will feature an educational interactive fair, a community cleanup, and a recycling drive-through, which includes paper shredding. And so you can't miss this event. This is going to be, I don't know if I mentioned Rio Hondo Park, right? Rio Hondo Park, everybody knows Rio Hondo Park on the north side. So with that, I want to bring up our Victor, our Director of Office of Sustainability, to receive the recognition on Arbor Day and Earth Day for April 22nd. So, your team.
Dude, your moment in the sun right here.
You wouldn't.
Thank you.
Thank you. No,
Will you present?
no.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for that, staff. Moving on to our next item on our agenda is a public hearing regarding resolution amending customer power generation rate schedule for Pico Rivera Innovative Municipal Energy and develop a residential bill assistance program. I'd like to open this public hearing. Any memos or written communication, Mr. Manager?
None.
Any oral communication? Okay, having none, I'll close this public hearing. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Garcia,
Yes.
Councilmember Lutz,
Yes.
Mayor Camacho.
Yes,
Motion passes 3-0.
great, thank you. Moving on to our public comment period. I have a few public comments here. I'll just read them out, and if you can join us at the microphone, and you have 3 minutes. We have Antulio Mimasa regarding homeless impact on the neighborhood.
Good afternoon. My name is Antulio Mimila, and I am a Pico Rivera resident. I'm here for the hotel, nuisance that we have. And my question to you is, I live on right behind the new Chick-fil-A, like, and we're ways away from the hotel. Last week we had a homeless lady came by our house, and she tried to enter our property. She was trying to open the gate. Luckily, our next door neighbor noticed, and she chased her away. I called the police department, and they came by, sometime later, dropped by. But so my question to the city is, do you guys have something in place to protect our community while this is happening? I know I listened to whatever you said about what the city is doing now, but like the community itself. Are you guys going to patrol the area, or is there something in place other than having the security car by the gas station?
Well, thank you for your comment. I'll make some comments right now. Appreciate it. And just for the record, that we don't get into dialogue during public comment, but I will address some of the questions. The answer to that is, yes, we do have patrol going on. The sheriff is patrolling, but we want to make sure that we have presence there for eyes and ears to be able to call them right away, because we can't have a station sheriff there at that big hotel. So we do have them there for that purpose, so they can communicate quicker. They serve the purpose throughout the city that we have this private security guard, because they drive around all of the cities, the parks included. That's their primary source of visiting. So as soon as they see something, sheriff come and deal with this. So it's a quicker way to expedite it. As it relates to your issue at hand, if you can give us more information, we do have a homeless team that we've had for years in the city, so we do address them directly. But if you stay after, you'd like to speak to our sheriff department and get a little more specific, and we'll try to look into it further. Thank you. Next, we have Maria Aguirre regarding Epic Hotel.
Yes, my name is Maria Aguirre. I live in Pico Rivera. I'm just concerned because of what's happening now. I live in the area. There's a church there. It's very unsafe for myself, for my mom and my sisters that we walk to the church. So we just want to make you aware that it's not safe. You know, they're all over in the bus stops. You can see them. I leave early to work, and I can see them already like 6:30. They're already there. So I don't feel safe because I come back and they're there too. So, you know, it's just a concern to me. So that's my concern to you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next is Martha P. Martha P. Also regarding Epic Hotel.
Hi, good evening. My name is Marta Ponce, and I live in the area. I'm the Pico Rivera residence, and I am so concerned in regards to the Epic Hotel because I see them all the time. It doesn't matter if it's day, it's night, or it's evening, and I'm, scared for my son that he attends the middle school too, and sometimes he comes home walking, and I'm concerned of his safety, and I'm also concerned of other kids that I see that they have to pass through that hotel. It's like, what is their safety now? Are you guys gonna protect those kids? Or you're gonna protect us that we live near the Epic Hotel? Because I really don't see any, I don't see the police cars wandering around or protecting us at all. That's my concern.
Thank you. Leticia Moreno, Epic Hotel as well.
Hi, my name is Leticia Moreno, and I live across from the Epic Hotel. I've lived there for 16 years, so I've gone through the demolition of the building next door, so also the expansion of the street there. I've gone through a lot. Now to see the homeless, it's really impacting. Why? Because when they get off the bus, they're jaywalking across. Now the cars are honking all day and all night. I'm letting you know they're hanging out at the bus stop. They're loitering there. My window is 30 feet from there, 40 feet. They're smoking weed. It's coming in. I have to close my windows. I was waiting for my grandson on Saturday, and one of the homeless, they walked across, and she starts voiding right in front of my home. I was screaming, and she still didn't listen. I did call the police department, letting you know I'm the sheriff, so I did do that. There's an increased trash, so if you guys can send more people to clean. There's clothes. They're leaving clothes on the floor. What else are they doing? Oh, they're looking through the weeds, like if they're hiding drugs. So if you guys can maybe clean out, send one of your departments to go clean out all the weeds because they are using the weeds to hide their drugs, okay? And what else? It's really important. I like that you have the Southwest Patrol there. I do see them from my window, so thank you. I do appreciate that. but when they're not there, it just continues. So if you can increase, maybe keep them there longer hours, not just from 7 to 9 or 7 to 10 when I see them there. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Andrew Lopez, regarding the hotel.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. I'm Andrew Lopez, and I'm also speaking on behalf of my father. We live near the Epic Hotel, and yeah, we also have concerns. My parents also walk around that area as well for exercise and everything like that. I'm worried about their safety while I'm at work and everything. And I do see people around the laundromat as well, hanging around there. And then I see them when I leave for work in the morning around 2 in the morning. So those are my concerns about safety for our parents and elderly that are getting their exercise in also. So
Thank you. Okay. I have 3 speaker cards by the same person, Joe. Now, Joe, I know you've been told that you only have 3 minutes. So, okay, then please, Joe. Whichever you want to talk about, you got 3 minutes.
Okay, City Council, Mayor Camacho. My name is Joe, a resident regarding the fiber optics trenching schedule for next month. I am concerned about the environmental impact in our local trees and the lack of consumer choice in this municipal plan. I want to know what protections are in place for our property and who is being held accountable for construction damages. I called Sci-Fi, and they told me there's 24 cities. You guys are getting government grants from the federal, state, and Wi-Fi is paying for it. And then I called Gateway Cities Fiber Project, and they said that they're starting next month and they're going to be done in December. And I called Congressman Robert Garcia's office, and they're telling me it's LA County that's doing it, that's starting all this. So I'm real concerned about it, and what it all ties into. These fiber optics, it's not Wi-Fi. It's tied into data centers. And these data centers, people have also raised concern about the environment impact in the data centers, including electricity use, water demand, and noise. Some residents feel the destruction plans have been clearly communicated, and they want more transparency about what is being done and why. And that ties to AI. It ties for facial recognition and surveillance. Monterey Park, they shut it down. La Puente, they're still working on it. The La Puente Mall, they want to do a data center over there. It's environmental. It's not environmental friendly. It has Wi-Fi. AI, smart cities. The frequency is bad, and it's just not good. So I want to know what you guys are going to do about it, or what you guys are doing about it, and why did you guys didn't give us no information on that paper that you send us every month, which is this one here. Why wasn't this? Why didn't you guys report this, telling us about the fiber optics? Why is it being so hush hush?
You got 46 seconds if you want to continue.
Okay, I got 45 seconds. Okay, so these data centers. I was hearing up east, they were doing them. A lot of these states are canceling them because all the problems they're having. The electricity is going to go up 30%. The water use is just out crazy, and it's just it's just not good. So that's all I got to say for that.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. So, Joe, if you want to learn more about the fiber optics project, if you want to stay and talk to our city manager, I'll be there too. If you want to, I'll join. Okay. So, but I just want to be clear. There are no data centers coming to Pico Rivera. Okay, but I just want to be clear that there are no data centers approved or coming to Pico Rivera, period. So, but fiber optics is a whole different project altogether. Next speaker, we have Lauren Talbot. No, you got to be either one. I just explained to you, that's why. I explained to you that you could only do one of the three, and you chose that one. So that's the issue.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. My name is Lauren Talbot, and I'm the Community Library Manager at the Pico Rivera Library and the Rivera Library. Here are our updates for April. The Rivera Library is temporarily closed for construction. Holds can be picked up at the Pico Rivera Library. Due to the temporary closure, the Pico Rivera Library is open on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Teens are invited to a hands-on glassmaking workshop with master glassworker Anna Parkinson on Saturday, April 18th at 2 p.m. Teens will learn about the history and process of glassworking and create their own beautiful piece of art to keep. Families with babies and toddlers are invited to celebrate Dia de los Niños at the Pico Rivera Library with a family concert by Natalia Palace on Thursday, April 23rd at 11 a.m. She will share stories and songs about books and the joys of reading, and we will be giving out free picture books and board books after the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. This concludes our public comment. We do have 4 written comments that were submitted. One for this regarding sports arena, one regarding Epic Hotel, one regarding an Airbnb operation, and the other is people sleeping in vehicles and RVs. They will be submitted for the record, and we will address them as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the public comments. And again, just a couple of clarifications. Fiber optics were done for another purpose, another intent. We recognize that they're connected to multiple stuff, but there's not been any application, and where at least I don't foresee any support here for any data centers. I can't make that, I can speak for myself, but we were well aware of Monterey Park, well aware of all the cities that are dealing with those data centers, but it's not something that we care to entertain here in the city of Pico Rivera, just for that. Second, I know I read my statement, the formal statement as it relates to Epic Hotel. Once again, the city council, everyone shares everyone's frustration with this Epic Hotel, especially I know that, I don't live too far from that area. Actually, Sloan's Cleaners is my place where I go there all the time. And the minute I learned about it, which was on Monday of March 30th, they made me aware, and that's how we began to address the issue, made staff aware, and since then, it's been priority number 1 here. We've been trying to address it. I know folks will want us to go in guns blazing. We can't do that legally, and I recognize it's more frustrating for those who live immediately in that area. But I assure you that we're doing everything we possibly can within the means of ability we have, following the legal procedure to address this issue and address it hard. And for the comments as it relates to security, definitely something we do. City manager, we need the South Coast Patrol. If it's not 24 hours, it has to be there a majority of time there, because that's our eyes and ears, I just stated. And then we'll look at this area about closing weeds and areas, because I know the businesses in the area as residents have mentioned those complaints. So, once again, thank you all for the public comment for coming and sharing your thoughts, because we will incorporate, and I will say that if you as a resident have any specific experiences, like it was stated earlier, if you want to do a declaration, because that'll go help us in court, we welcome it, right? Because that's important for us, because we can share your experience as well. If you want to, just talk to us after, and we'll go from there. With that, we're going to continue with our agenda here. We're done with public comments. We're into consent calendar. We have items 2 through 6 in consent calendar. Can I get entertain a motion to
No
approve?
objection on anything, I'll move, Mayor.
We got a first.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So moved, no opposed. With that, we go into a regular agenda item, which is in relation to ordinance amending chapter 3.20, purchasing and amending Chapter 3.48, alternative bidding procedures for public projects for the Pico Rivera Municipal Code, and a resolution adopting the revised procurement policies and procedures. Mr. City Manager, anything to report? Or
Nothing to report, Mayor.
presentation?
No.
Having said none, any comments, questions?
Motion to approve?
You got a motion to approve?
Second.
You have a second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Garcia?
Yes.
Councilmember Lutz?
Yes.
Mayor Camacho?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you. City Manager, staff report.
Yes, Mayor, just really quick, I just want to take a moment to highlight a few recognitions the city has recently received. Together, they reflect the collaboration and work we're doing to keep Pico Rivera clean, sustainable, and moving in the right direction. Our first award that we just received, as we have been designated a Tree City USA for the first time. This recognizes our efforts to plant, maintain, and invest in our urban forests in a meaningful step as we continue improving our neighborhood and residents' quality of life. Again, it is a first. That is the first award. Another second award, we've been named a Clean California Community, one of the first 100 in the state and one of the first in the Gateway region. This reflects the work happening across the city to keep our streets clean and our public spaces well maintained. It also speaks to the pride our residents take in their community. And lastly, the city has received the SCAG Sustainability Award for Climate Leadership. This recognizes our efforts to advance energy, sustainability, and climate initiatives across the city. It positions Pico Rivera as a leader in this space within the region. In closing, I just want to thank the City Council for their leadership and our staff and partners for their hard work in these recognitions. They're a direct result from these efforts. We started the Office of Sustainability a few years ago, and now we're reaping the benefits and getting the accolades from our regional partners. So thank you.
Well, congratulations to you, to all of us. I appreciate that. And I mean, you're killing it with the awards over there, Victor. No pressure on the other departments or anything, but no, we got, Parks and Recs, we got Public Works, we have, budget. I mean, we've received quite a lot of awards, so I appreciate it. And thank you, Victor, if you want to say a few words.
This is, sorry, one thing that I do want to highlight, that this is really a team effort. The Arbor Day Tree City USA was a direct collaboration with NOS, Public Works Department, Health East Community and Economic Development Department, and Pam's Parks and Recreation Department. We all, and Javier's Innovation and Communication Department, we all came together, did different tree planting initiatives, the maintenance. This is a very collaborative effort. On the Clean California Communities, same. This is a project that was managed by the Public Works Department. They did an incredible job to install the medians. Pam and Public Works collaborative efforts to ensure they were clean and bring community to do a community cleanup. And then finally with the SCAG Award, it really speaks on the different projects that, I could go down the list, but for the sake of time, it's just a big team effort. So just very lucky to have be part of this team, and with your leadership, city manager and assistant city manager's leadership to make these projects possible. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that, and it is a team. Definitely, we operate as a team here, so thank you to everybody. Appreciate it. All right. Moving on to good of the order, I will start with Councilmember Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have something to report on AB 1234. I attended the LA County Sanitation meeting. And Mayor, if I may add on one of the public comments with our Sheriff's Department, as we strategically provide more visibility on the north end around the hotel, perhaps we can see what time the kids are being dismissed from school and have visibility along Beverly and Rosemead Boulevard when the kids are being dismissed from school. So there is high visibility during those strategic hours. Maybe we could add that at one of the briefings.
We'll look into
City Manager. I want to, several residents approached me, and this is about being proactive, not reactive after the fact, when it comes to e-bikes in the parks, around playground areas, on the grass, inexperienced riders, not to mention the mini bikes. Is there any ordinances that we may have that we may be able to look into this? And if not, Mr. Mayor, if we can have staff look into it and report back to us what actions we could take.
I think that's good.
Yeah, definitely we'll look into that, council member.
Thank you. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember. Member Lutz.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just want to let the public know that the city had its great festival, the extravaganza at Pico Park. It was fantastic. Director Ugar and Director Negrete and the rest of the staff, you did an amazing job. All the families were entertained, and I was too. I was like going to the petting zoo. I never make it to pet the animals. Maybe one day I will, but in any case, you know, one thing that I really enjoy about our city in Pico Rivera is that we make sure that we take care of all the families and individuals that want to get together on a nice weekend and enjoy quality time. And you know, we're a family-friendly city, and we just recently received that Green City Award. I think that would be good to do a photo opportunity. I think that's a fantastic thing that we should do. I don't have any items for AB 1234, but I do want to ask, being that we just received that award there, and Director Ferrer, if you can put that up so that the public can see that, I think that's really, really important. You know, the more trees we have in a city, cities beautify the look at when residents drive through the streets and neighboring residents drive through our streets, they see that we care about our city, how it looks, and that is a testament to the beautification efforts that we've applied over the last couple of years, the federal funds, the city funds. That's all a result of that. And one item that has been somewhat of a thorn in my back has been the signage that was done many decades ago that read, if you lived in the city, you'd be home by now. And I think it'd be a perfect opportunity to maybe explore, and we can have staff explore changing those signs out for something a little bit more positive, something like "Welcome to Pico Rivera, a green city," or a family-friendly city, or any combination thereof. So if I can get a motion or a second from my colleagues that we can swap out that signage for something a little bit more positive, and keeping in line with the theme of Green City, I would say would be a great opportunity.
I don't know, I would explore the opportunity of, I don't know about swapping, but maybe perhaps we can explore it.
Yes.
To see what names come up and what resonates.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking to look for a second to go along with changing out those signs that have a little bit more positive message as people enter the community. So was that a second? Is that correct?
I'll support you in exploring the opportunity.
Very good.
To see what resonates.
Yes, and then if we can get the public to offer their input, I think that would be greatly appreciated as well. And that concludes my comments. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember.
Mayor, I just had one more.
Yes.
For Councilmember Lutz. Did you find the golden egg? I'm just kidding.
So, with Councilmember Garcia's talking about when we were emceeing some of the egg hunts for all the different ages, there was one that I was emceeing. There were a lot of kids that found a couple eggs. For every one of those egg hunts, we had 5 golden eggs hidden in the grass. Of course, if you didn't find the golden egg, you would find some chocolate or some candies. Either way, the kids had a lot of fun, and some of the adults did too. I had as much fun as I possibly can have, but I didn't find the golden egg.
Well, without the golden egg, I want to adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And we'll take a picture, Victor, with the plaque. But thank you all for being here, and take care.
Yes, sir.